Good morning, everyone. Morning audio notes here. We have overnight trades slightly lower. Corn down 2, beans down 6, wheat down 2. A little bit of a overnight pullback here. That is still the general trend we expect. Now, conversation over yesterday's corn rally. It was certainly led by corn. We could tell that from volume spikes and the fact that corn went up before the other two grain markets moved higher. Most of the discussion going with that bounce is tied to expectations of a strong ethanol report today and also discussions of a potential new trade deal being signed. Keep in mind our current trade deal does expire at the end of this year. So any talk of an additional trade deal is obviously positive news. And of course, for corn, it is a big story. If we go back to a normal amount of China buying, that still means a solid amount of bean buying. But for corn, that would mean a pretty sizable setback from what we've seen here the last 2 years from them. So tough to know if that's exactly the main reason for yesterday's corn support, but it is fitting. The discussion right now is saying that we will basically just keep the trade deal we have going and copy it and use it again going forward for another year or two. We only have a couple trade discussions with China so far, but if we are going to do something as simple as that, as just keep the current trade deal and extend it going forward, then perhaps there is reason to be a little bit excited about that because we don't need to work out a whole new trade deal. Maybe it won't take very many meetings with China to get a new trade deal done. Let's continue to watch for headlines on any new trade deals. Right now, we don't have one, and our current deal does expire at the end of the year. But if we do just copy it and use it again next year, perhaps we could have a new trade deal signed quicker than we would normally expect. Turning to ethanol, we do have reason to be excited about that. Last week's ethanol report of 1096 was the strongest of the year, and it was well above about the 1,000 level that's needed to call that ethanol report strong. We had run about 9 weeks under that 1,000 level, so we do need a few strong ethanol reports to get excited. But last week's report certainly did that. Ethanol margins are still very strong, so there's reason to believe that today's report should also be positive. And we'll see if we can string a few of these together over the 1,000 level. Then we're really talking. I mean, right now we still need to get back to USDA's expectations, but again, enough weeks over that 1,000 level, and we can start to talk about possibly raising USDA's ethanol number. Flipping over to the cattle, quite a change from Friday. I mean, Friday they went from assuming a 123 cash trade to yesterday factoring in a 126 cash trade. Maybe that's a little bit overdone. We did see a Texas cash pool trade yesterday of 125. So that is $1 higher than last week. But keep in mind when watching futures today, they've already priced in a 126. So as always, it's Wednesday. This is when we do expect to see a bulk of our cash trades occur. So we'll see if it does come in at 125 or if it reaches what futures have pre-priced in at 126. And then expect futures to react accordingly. So we'll see what we get in cash. We'll see what we get here in the grains and especially the ethanol report that comes out today. We'll see if that comes in well over the 1,000 level that we cleared easily last week. If anybody has any questions, give me a call anytime. Thanks.